Looks like it's going to be an absolute stinker today. They forecast up in the high 30s. So I'm pretty damn glad that I've got an air conditioning unit in my caravan at the moment. Now, finding the right generator to power up that air conditioning unit was a little bit of a challenge for me. Like most people, I got out there on the net and I had a look at forums and the like, and it seemed to be that the 2 kVA generators were probably the most popular size units to power caravan aircon units. But as I did a bit more research into these 2 kVA generators, I found that while they worked most of the time, they didn't work all of the time. In fact, at really high temperatures, often you could only just run the air conditioner and couldn't run any other functions in your caravan. Not a good thing. So knowing that information, I settled on a generator called the Yamaha EF2400iS. Now that 2400, it stands for 2,400 watts of maximum power. Because keeping in mind what happens when that temperature goes up every 5 degrees or so, you'll lose 1.5% efficiency. So this big guy, the 2400, it's going to be fine with an ambient temperature up in the 30s to 40s. So no matter how hot it gets outside or how cold, this guy is going to run beautifully. And it's also going to pump out really nice clean power, because this is what's known as a pure sine wave generator. And that means that the power that comes out of it is super clean and nice and smooth. So it's not going to spike and damage your expensive air conditioning unit, your laptops, any of that really nice high-tech expensive gear that you might happen to have in your caravan. A couple of other things to consider is the fact that you will need a nice big 15 amp lead. Now these leads are a little bit different to your regular extension cords in that they have a bigger fitting on the base, and they've got a little 15 amp stamped in there as well, so keep that in mind. And also keep in mind the fact that if you do link up a bunch of cords and have a particularly long extension cord and distance between the generator and the van is longer, you are going to see a little bit of power drop off over that length. Also keep in mind that in altitude areas, so if you're up in the snowy mountains or the Victorian high country, your generator, because there is less oxygen, will actually run slower and produce a little bit less power as well. So there's another great reason for actually having a bigger capacity generator as well. Let's kick this bad boy over because I'm about to head inside. Flick him on and turn the fuel on, bit of choke. There we go. And presto. How good is that, folks? Cool weather and a cold one. We're laughing.